What's happening, everybody? Just let you know I'll be live later with the Advent calendar number 3. Going to be going down to the camp later as well. I might even go down in the daylight. Absolutely freezing out here. A minute. Just been to town. Gonna get in on a Marine Clarion, I think. Because they sent me a letter saying we're coming yesterday and they didn't even turn up. Check that out. So I'm going to ring them and ask them what they think they're playing at. It was a PM appointment and nobody came. But I bet if I ring up and try and instigate my door and my kitchen, trying to get it moving, I'll just be blocked again like I was before. I'll record it later. We'll see what happens. I finally got through to the PIP people. I forgot to fill my form in. You have to give them a good reason why you didn't fill the form in. I said, well, I've got ADHD. Attention deficit. There's a clue there somewhere. But anyway, they're going to let me do it anyway, so it's all good. Got to be reassessed, I think, but nothing's changed. They're not too bad, the PIP people. Well, it's not too bad for me because obviously I've got neurological brain disorders. Ain't like I'm getting better. But PIP, it's not about what illness you got or anything like that. It's about how your disability or illness affects you. And obviously, you know that my disability affects me quite a bit. So, yeah. But never mind, I still pay council tax. I still pay bedroom tax. They give it to you with one hand and they snatch it with another, but it's all good. I said to my doctor anyway, my PIP should be nailed on for life, man. Ain't like I'm going to suddenly get better. But never mind. Which is weird, really, because for 20 odd years I was my dad's carer on a carer's allowance, and that's the lowest of the low. You're on, you know what I mean? It was real crap money. So I've gone from like the bottom, and then obviously I've been diagnosed with all this crap, and I've gone straight to the top. So I'm quite enjoying it. So after being at the bottom for so many years, yeah. And it's not like they can argue with it because they're medical experts. They know about back problems and things like that. They know nothing about ADHD. Yeah. In fact, during lockdown, she added in my ADHD and awarded me a little bit more. But yeah. I think, hello mate, I think it's all like changing soon. I think it's all going to be a universal credit. But I'm not on that. I'm just on like the old school ESA, but that's what I think it's going to be. But I don't know how that sort of works. I think they're going to put everyone on that as well, I think. I think it costs the government millions just to roll that sort of scheme out. Spent more than they saved, didn't they? I'll be dorky now. Oh, look at the bag there. Yeah, I'm just throwing it in here. Yeah. Gotta say, this is really warm, this furry thing. That was a little trip to town and back. Not many people about. Let me get out of this jacket and all this shit. Got to pick a two-time record for the advent calendar. Wonder what it's going to be. Feel like an album. Anyway. Wait till the really cold weather arrives. Where's my kitchen, Clarion? Clarion, right? After all the, well, after everything, they sent me a letter, right, saying, "Can you be in tomorrow?" Like yesterday afternoon. So I was here. They never even turned up. So jokers. And my heating, to be honest, all it needs is a pump. And to be honest, I had a fiddle around with it last night. I've got to have another look in a minute. I think I might have got it going. Maybe I should have been the gas engineer. Crazy. Which makes me laugh, really, because the last time it was running, they put a new pump in it. So, anyway, he did more than what I could do. He got power going to it. I couldn't do that. Well, I probably could if I could have been bothered. But it's not my job to mess up this kitchen. It just needs sorting out. I'm still moving. Well, I'm downsizing, man. Instead of having like 20 plates, I only need a couple, don't I? Instead of having 30 sets of cutlery, I only need a few. So I'm going to be severely sort of downsizing the kitchen while I'm at it. Saying that, I've still got, obviously at one point, there was my mum and dad and 5 kids in here. I've still got some of my sort of mum's kitchen, sort of kitchen stuff. Which I'll pass down anyway. I've got a lot of, what do I call them? I've got a lot of family sort of heirloomy sort of stuff. Not worth millions or nothing, but worth a few quid. And my dad gave everything to me. And I said, what I'd do is wait till I'm a bit older, look round at all his grandkids, which ones are quite sensible. I'm going to pass the stuff down to them, and I'm going to tell them to do the same as what I've done. Then it just keeps getting passed down, if you understand. Yeah, I've got a lot of rock and roll. Obviously, my mum was a rock and roll star in the 50s, so I've got a lot of 1950s stuff, which is obviously my mum, but my niece, it's her nan, do you know what I mean? Anyway, if the postman's been, probably another letter. Can you be in today, Philip? we're coming round. Like, fuck, did you even turn up? And to be honest, they write out big old letters, bold letters, make sure you're in. Taking the piss, man. What really takes the piss is them telling me that the hedge next door is in my boundary. I think not. I've been here 53 years. Crazy. I've got witnesses, other neighbours who are witnesses to who planted it. Eric planted it. Yeah, they've been moaning at me for 2 years. Cut that bush, cut that bush. Not even my fucking bush. Crazy. And then as soon as I opened the door, I said, oh, that bush is going over my garden. She said, oh, we looked on the deeds. They ain't fucking looked on the deeds, man. Crazy. Go and look where the fucking roots are. Crazy. Or where it's planted. Why would I plant fucking trees next door? Get real, do you know what I mean? Dealing with numpties. Never mind. At least we've got my willow tree out there. I planted that 28 years ago. I'll show you. And it was that big. See, long after I'm gone, Clarion are gonna be going, what the fuck did we let him live there for so long for? Yeah, check out my willow tree. Boom, that baby. Now it's protected. Boom. Certain trees over a certain age are sort of protected. Yeah, all my pets are up there. The whole family's pets. Pet cemetery. Anyway, what did I buy in town? Oh, let's have a look. And I've been kept playing with the lantern. I got the got me Tilly lamps going. That's my dad's one from 1973. And I got 3 of these. Got a red one. Great lanterns. I've got to wire up some speakers and pick a record. Anyway, what did we get? We got some more of that. But I'm now mixing this up with paraffin. You get more of a explosive kind of mixture. But yeah. Bottle of lamp oil, paraffin, kerosene for all our American friends, kind of. The difference with paraffin is paraffin's very refined, more than kerosene. Chocolate bar. Weren't going to get an energy drink, but I walked in the shop, and the guy just said my normal. So we've got a tin of corned beef. Some fries, chocolate orange cream things. Got my radio in there. What else have we got then? That's about it, isn't it? Yeah, that's about it. Don't get a lot for your money, do you, nowadays? Crazy prices. And I think fuel's just about to go up as well, gas and electric. Crazy. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I just put a new mantle on. I'm just getting this other chilly lamp going. I've got 3 of them. But they don't run on unleaded, they just run on paraffin. Might also go down to the campsite while it's light and have a little look about. Not sure whether to stay there. It's quite a nice spot that I got there. The fact the policeman seen me there was even better. Yeah. Obviously you've got to pick your spot right, because obviously I like to have roaring fires, as you probably noticed. But saying that, I'm not doing anything that I sort of ain't been doing all my life. Even the policeman said, "What are you doing? Camping?" He's all good. See, he could have gone, "Well, you're trespassing. Off you go." Then I could have gone, "Nah, you're trespassing. Off you go," because it's not within his jurisdiction. But he didn't even say that. Yeah. So far, we've been captured by the bloke chopping the trees down where the owls were, and by the policeman. That was really mad, actually. I've got to go back and have a look on here, because he just come out of nowhere. I thought, what? I thought maybe I'm doing something. You know what I mean? I thought maybe I'm up to something. Crazy. I don't know who he was looking for. Obviously not me. But it's a good job he said he was. Well, it's a good job he was dressed as a policeman, really. Because to be honest with you, if he was just dressed as a normal civilian and he's coming out the bush at a torch walking right at me, he needs to fucking identify himself before he gets too close to me. Yeah. Obviously, we get murders and all that in the countryside, you know what I mean? Not that I'm going to get murdered, but I'm pretty, what's the word? Well, I grew up on the street and that. I'm pretty clued up and switched on. And to be honest with you, no one's going to be down there. But yeah, I could move the tent next to the river and take my fishing rod. I've got to dig out my fishing rod. Do a bit of fishing, night fishing. I've got to charge up loads of stuff. I don't know that much. I've got my tree up. I'll show you my tree and my TV. You didn't think I had a TV, did you? Ooh. Yep. I've got a big 42-inch TV, but I haven't put it on the wall. I've just put it in the front room there. God, just need a new bathroom. As soon as they get here and crack on with it, the better. Oh, and we've gone a bit Christmassy up here. I've got snow on my windows now, look. I've snowed the windows. And I put my chandelier up, look. Boom. Ding, ding, ding. It's all changed a bit. Just building it up in a minute. Alright, Stevie, how you doing, mate? I'm all good, cheers, man. I'm basically building it up with glass coming down. Yeah. Ah, and guess what we did, look? Guess what we did? I had some fairy lights going around that one, and I sort of tugged it, and it knocked the glass off. Smashed all down there, but I've got a spare one anyway. How old am I? I'm 936 now. I'm 53. 53. I've been in this house for 53 years. Yeah, big crash. It crashes in the night as that fell down. My fault there. Anyway, I'll show you my tree. Show your wife and kids. Why, are you some sort of paedophile then? Crazy. Get some strange requests on here. Show me your wife. I haven't got any kids. I'm just me here on my own. Cheers, Steve. Yeah, I know. I've always kept fit, mate. To be honest with you. My ADHD. Always done cycling, boxing, running. To be honest with you, I could put some people in their late 30s to shame physically. I don't drink, but I do smoke like a chimney. But where I cycle, it don't really affect me. And when the doctor asked me to blow in the lung tester, I blow it right off the scale. But yeah, probably the non-alcohol that's made me feel quite fit. I'm just about to have one in a minute. I'll just show you my telly and my tree, guys, because the tree's up. Spent all last night dressing it up. Let me put the lights on so you can see it in its full glory. There we go, look. Boom. They do flash when I want them to. Yeah. There's my Christmas tree. Like that. And there's me big telly. I've got a bracket to have it on the wall, but I've not put it up yet. If we've got a picture, I've got to connect the aerial. No signal. Because I haven't got it connected. But it's all good. I'll tell you what, that thing weighs a ton. It's an LG 42 inch. And I'll tell you what, I'll show you the bracket that goes on the wall. But the sound quality that comes out of that is unbelievable. But I think that's what makes it so heavy. Check this bad boy out. That's really heavy itself, that back plate. And then you've got two other brackets that go on the telly and then go to that. But I want it on that wall, I think. I don't know, maybe this one. Anyway, boom. We're going Christmassy. Yeah, I've got to sort that antenna out. I've also got to wire up my computer into it. And I've got to put my big clock somewhere. So I've got half my office stuff in here. Yeah. Got an artificial tree there, black one. I like this as well. Might put that. See, I could put that on my new front door, Clarion. Hurry up and put my door on. Yeah. When I was a little boy, my mum used to have the tree over there. Yeah. I can remember being in here as a young, well, all my life. It's mad that at one point there was like my mum and dad and 5 kids. Now it's just me. Crazy. The youngest, eh? I don't know how many years this house will end up being sort of in my name. Hello mate, how you doing? Australia there, down under. What's the time in Oz then? A couple of my pals went to Oz. Really love it out there. But to be honest with you, Australia's all right as it goes. Quite into me cricket, so quite like the banter. 12:22 p.m. a.m. What's the time here? The time here is boom. Oh, didn't even press the right button. That didn't even do it again. There we go. 10 to 2. And it's freezing. I bet it's warmer in Oz, man. Fucking freezing here. Then again, I don't know if I don't know how I'd get on it down under with all the heat, do you know what I mean? But I'd love to go camping and that out there. Like, you see people, don't you, go off, get lost out in the bush and that. Wouldn't mind going out in the bush with my tent. Obviously, different world than what I'm used to, but survival skills are all kind of the same. But I suppose the people we want to see, the Aboriginal people, I suppose, that'd be the best ones, man. Tourists get lost, yeah, man. Wander out in the bush with no water or something. Do you know what I mean? Crazy. I don't know. Yeah, more Aboriginal people. Got some good skills there, man. Oh yeah, mate. Same as the countryside out here, the English countryside. You got to respect it, otherwise it can bite you. Definitely. Even where I am here. Saying that, you've got a lot more snakes and things. We've only got sort of 2 snakes here. Well, one of them's a grass snake. They ain't got no teeth. The other one's an adder that can kill certain people. What else we got? Wild boar, a bit like a pig that just charges about. What else we got? All sorts of... I'll tell you what I see this morning, at about 2 in the morning up the road. The biggest badger I've ever seen in my life. Fucking... Oh, and guess what I had in the tent last night? I got in the tent and I could hear something. And I've looked round, this little field mouse, it was about that big, running around inside of my tent. Did make me jump. But normally you can sort of hear, but well, it's the same as Aussie people, I suppose. If you've been camping out there all your life, you can hear some, you know what I mean? You can hear things. You know what sort of weight it is, if you know what I mean, what sort of sound it's making. But to where I camp, I'm going to hear anyone coming through. Even the policeman the other night, I said, oh, I've got all my blades there, all my choppers and that. I said, I'm camping now. He said, oh, that's all right. Obviously you wouldn't walk around the street with him. Unless you was going camping. But I'm thinking about getting an air gun as well. Shoot a few grey squirrels. We're allowed to shoot them. There's a couple of things you're allowed to shoot. Grey squirrels being one of them. The reason we shoot grey squirrels is they're American squirrels that got released here years ago, and our squirrels in England are red. But they kill them, so you're allowed to shoot them, and rabbits as well. Not that I'll be killing anything. Do you know what I mean? My dad used to eat rabbits and that. But he grew up during the war, do you know what I mean? Rabbit stew, that ain't too bad. I've had that before. But yeah. My dad showed me how to set rabbit traps and stuff like that. Because he used to go out with his dad during the war. A lot of poaching and that going on in the countryside. A lot of bombing. A lot of bombs at our village. Oh, hang on. Wild cattle. I've had one thing similar to that before. I've gone to bed in my tent, and then about 5 in the morning, I've heard lots of noise, and it's loads of cows around the tent. But wild cattle, I suppose it's a bit more dodgy. Yeah, you get a bull or something, it'll charge you. Yeah, that was really weird. Having all the cows around, but they don't do anything. Well, saying that, they do something. Coming from the countryside, people think cows are harmless, but if you piss one off, it'll come at you. It'll come at you like a ball. But yeah, there used to be a ball in the field when I was a kid, and people used to get red and wave it at it. That's all true, man. Yeah, crazy. Saying that we won't have no countryside soon, man. The old government keeps letting everyone in, man. We'd be full of foreigners, man. Oh, the old dingo. Yeah, what was that story with that woman that got that dingo had the kid, didn't it? But they thought the woman did it. Do you remember that story? Oh, what was her name? A very famous case. The dingoes had the kid, but they thought it was that woman. Yeah, she was innocent. That's correct. Any kind of wild dog, man, you got to watch out. Even foxes and that, you got to watch out. Oh yeah, they're proper hunters, man. I used to have a Belgian Shepherd dog that used to sort of hunt. Yeah, what was her name? Lindy something? Or am I completely wrong? Anybody else knows? Let us all know. But yeah, they were camping. That's it. Yeah, they were camping, weren't they? I think the dingo come in and took the kid off. Crazy. But at the end of the day, they're wild animals. Do you know what I mean? People say, "Oh, shoot that dingo, or shoot this, shoot that." They're wild animals, man. They're doing what they've been doing for generations. Crazy. Good job. We ain't got no dingoes running about. I was thinking about getting a dog for me wild camping, but I'd have to get a big dog. But yeah. Ayers Rock. That's it. Because they thought it was her, didn't they? Crazy. Yeah, Australia, very, very harsh environment if you're not clued up about it, I guess. I'm with you. Yeah, I wouldn't mind visiting Oz. My mate loves it out there. Married an Aussie bird and everything. Saying that, he still sounds like one of us from here. Yeah. I'm with you. I think I've seen that. What was that other bloke? You had a murderer, didn't you? The Outback murderer. I forget his name. Mad serial killer. I forget his name now. What else did I watch in Oz? I used to watch that criminal, what's his name? Chopper. He's dead now, I think. Chopper Reed. Good film, that. Yeah, I watched a lot of crime stuff to do with Australia. I forget the guy's name now. He was an ecstasy kingpin. What was his name? I forget his name. But he got murdered, I think. Crazy. Yeah, I'm with you. Tony Tucker, that Alex is saying. What, Tony Tucker from Essex? I don't mind Australia because I can understand what they say. And I don't mind the American sense of humour. I find very different, but the Aussie sense of humour, I kind of get that. But to be honest with you, every Aussie really is a descendant of someone from here, really. I suppose the real Australians are the Aboriginals, aren't they? Captain Cook, wasn't it? British humour. See, I don't consider myself British. I consider myself English, but I'm very patriotic. Oh yeah, we've got a crazy sense of humour. You got to have, really, in this day and age. No, you're okay. I don't mind. If their granddads weren't criminals, I'll tell you what. Sydney, Australia, right? They sent men convicts to start with there to try and get Sydney built up. Do you know what? The men couldn't do it, so they sent women convicts there who built Sydney. Crazy. Criminals that stole bread. Really? Well, yeah, Captain Cook got it anyway, didn't he? What was his ship? I'm trying to think of his name of his ship. Stealing is stealing. Well, everyone stole in the beginning. Do you know what I mean? If we didn't, obviously the British had an empire. If we didn't invade it, someone else would have anyway. And the only reason we were so powerful was because of our navy. We still got quite a good navy. In fact, we're making submarines for the Australians. That's what my dad was in, submarines, and my granddad. The Aussies are buying them off of us. It's probably one of the few countries we can trust. Oh yeah, we took right over, but if we didn't, Spanish would have, or someone else would have. And now we're just a little island now. A full up island, actually, because we just keep letting all the foreigners in, man. We're letting all the foreigners in and they're just blowing us all up. Never mind. Oh, and Russia. I think Russia's threatening to nuke us again. It should be interesting. Crazy, crazy world we're living in. Made me laugh the other day when I was on about Israel. How long would a peace last? And I just laughed at that. They wouldn't know peace if it hit them in the face. And sorry to upset all you Jews out there, but Israel bang on about how bad it got done by in the war and the Holocaust. Fair enough. Yet they're out there doing the same thing as what Hitler was doing. Hypocrites. Yeah. But I guess people will always be killing people, do you know what I mean? Long after we're all gone. People will be fighting over something. Crazy. Yeah, I don't think we're far away from World War III, really. If you look at Russia, China, and then the rest of the world. But what I don't agree with, though, which is why Russia have got the arsehole, is we're now letting the Ukraine use British missiles to fire directly into Russia. I don't think we should be doing that. Crazy. But then again, they've let Putin do what he wants for years. Do you know what I mean? No one's said fuck all to him. So there you go. Because there's no oil or money involved. Do you know what I mean? If there was an oil pipe going through there, they'd be straight in there. It's all about money. The wars are, and the contracts that come after it. But people never learn from history, do they? Look at World War One. Look at World War Two. No one's learned fuck all, man. Not a dicky bird. I don't know. Anyway, warfare's changed now. It's all just nuclear submarines now. That's all we need. Right, let me roll one up. Drones, yeah, or drones, yeah, exactly. Like nuclear submarines can fire from under the water, do you know what I mean? It's crazy. They should drop all their weapons and have to fight it out with fisticuffs. But I don't know. But then again, you can't blame anybody on either side because they're all just following orders. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. All Putin's trying to do is just, he's trying to get Russia like an imperial Russia. But yeah, we haven't been to. The last time my country went to war independently would have been against Argentina in 1982. And we beat them in the end. But they keep threatening to invade the Falklands again, Argentina, but it's a different place now. I think years ago they just walked in, the Argentinian army. Now we've got attack plane, jets and that, submarines, all patrolling it. And the only reason Argentina went to war in the Falklands years ago was because of votes. It was all about the government getting votes. All them poor soldiers. Crazy. Plus they voted as well, the Falkland Islanders. We've always given them a vote. And they always voted 100% stay with Britain. Oh yeah. All that Middle East one. Yeah, all the Middle East. All about money, man. To be honest, there's more death now in the Middle East than there was when Saddam was alive, because what they tried doing, like you got warlords and things like that in them sort of countries. I mean, different people run different areas, but we get in there and try and install a normal government like we know it, like a diplomatic vote for vote sort of system. It doesn't work like that out there. But yeah, shouldn't have even been out there, man. Shouldn't have even been out there. I'd be quite happy if my country just didn't go to war. The only time we need to go to war is if somebody invades our territory. Saying that, the government after government's depleted our forces anyway. Saying that, we've still got quite a capability at sea. Crazy, eh? They would give peace a try, shouldn't they? Too many insiders. Oh yeah, it's probably well dodgy now. Don't like to mention the Muslims, but in my country, it's mainly the Muslims running around killing people. It's not the Christians or the Catholics. Iran. Yeah, it's a crazy place. You know what I mean? World War III is not far away. But to be honest with you, I think, like, back when I was growing up, nuclear war was a big thing. We thought it was going to happen. We had a nuclear siren in our village. But I think back then, just the threat, just to know, you knew that if you pressed that button, it was game over because they was all going to press the button. And I think that's still the case now. When you was in the military, a soldier coming through from ISIS. Oh yeah, I'm sure a lot of them arrive here. On them boats. Oh yeah. Yeah, you have your own people blowing up your own men. Crazy. See, all the atrocities that happen in Britain are committed by Muslims who we've let in. I'm saying don't let them in. I've got nothing against anybody, right? If you want to come to England, get the correct paperwork. You don't come in on a dinghy at 2 in the morning. Do you know what I mean? It is like it's all out of bollocks, really, Alex. To be quite truthful with you, I've done religious education at school and I've done science at school. Religion is a good story, but that's about it. You know what I mean? It's who's got the best invisible friend. It's just blasphemy laws. All right, Tucker, didn't see you there, mate. It's all bullshit anyway, isn't it? Let's be honest. What is that photo behind me? I've got loads of photos, mate, everywhere. Boom. Selector. Boom. Too much pressure. And then we've got the specials there. I'm a music channel. Dandy, really. But I do camping and all sorts. But yeah, I've got Techniques decks up there, look. My mum was a famous singer in the 50s. Boom. I'll show you it actually. And my DJ, yep, I've been known to do a few raves. This is my mum. That's the record my mum made in 1958. There's my mum now. And all them girls there from Liverpool. My mum's name was Eileen Marina Byrne, but the girl group she was in was called the Burnings Girls. And then we got Madness, look, one step beyond. But yeah, I'll play some of my mum's music one night. But what we're doing at the minute is we're doing the Advent calendar, the two-tone Advent calendar. Yeah, check out the Oh Boy Show. She was on 3 or 4 TV shows all at once. Yeah, that was in the 50s. My dad is from this village, but my mum's from Liverpool. Yeah, I've got... Press the right button. I've got Techniques there, mixer there. But yeah, I'll be doing that later. We're going to be doing day 3, December the 3rd, on the Advent calendar. Anyway, I'm going to sit back down. Sort my chilli lamps out. Got this one on the go. Sorting that one out, and I've got a red one. Got bored of the Coleman one, so I've gone on to the chilli lamps. Radio on.
Welcome.
Put snow on my windows. Still got loads to do though. I thought the housing would have been in here doing something by now. Quick enough to fucking chase me up the road, didn't they? And threaten me with this, that and the other. I can't believe they sent me a letter saying stay in yesterday afternoon. So I did. No one even turned up. Bunch of morons, man. Right. Where's this little storm lantern? Got these little storm lanterns. These are really good. These little German ones. But yeah, we'll go down to the tent later. Might even take my fishing rod and have a bit of a night fish. But I have to relocate the tent. I quite like the spot that I'm in. Now the policeman see me there. That's it. Eileen Marina Byrne is my mum from Bootle. Right. The methylated spirits. Get the old spirit burner on. We can undo it all. I've got to sort my screen out, man. I have to do that before Christmas. I've got to get a new screen and a new back, but it's going to cost loads of money. But Tommy Robinson. Don't know, I know a lot about him, Tucker. I heard he's on Bang Up. Oh, that's it. That's my dad, yeah. My dad was born in the next road here. Right, what we're going to do now is get a bit of this glass. Put the the thing down there. We're not going to like that because it's dripped underneath there. Wouldn't want to like that. But what you can do, where's my Zippo or any lighter? No, my lighter won't work. Never mind. The Trangia alcohol stove. As quick as that, you're cooking up. Gives off a nice bit of heat as well in your tent, especially when it's -6 outside. Anyway, what I've got to do here, I've got to put some of that in there. So I've got a pot here with, let me just tip this in here. Because this has got paraffin in it as well. I was making a mad concoction. But what I've got in here is my preheating torch for the chili lamps. But who am I backing for the Fury rematch on the 21st of December? I'm backing Tyson Fury to knock him right out. And you, Dandy, have a good sleep, mate. All the best. And thank you for joining us. You're welcome anytime. Yeah, Tucker, who are you betting on then? I think Fury's going to do it. I think by the way Fury's talking, he's just taking it right to him. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. And don't forget, guys, get your money on Liverpool. I keep telling everyone. Liverpool to do the double, the Champions League and the Premiership. People thought I was crazy weeks ago. Manchester City, who are they? Right, where's the lid for this? Important to get the lids on, man. I see some people on YouTube, right, messing around with stoves and that. leaving this on the side with the lid off and all sorts. No common sense. Who else is fighting? There's another good fight. Geezer from Essex, I forget his name now. Johnny something. Conor McGregor, what, rape in it or something, or sexual assault, or allegedly, isn't it? Is it something like that? Is he really going to do that? Do you know what I mean? Johnny Fisher, that's it. Against that other geezer. I fancy the other geezer, you know? Yeah. Johnny Fisher, the Essex lad. Against Dave Allen, isn't it? Yeah. I fancy Dave Allen. I don't know who else is on that card. But that's a Christmas cracker. Someone needs to knock that Usyk the fuck out, mate. Getting bored of seeing him doing everybody. And the size of Fury. Well, that's what I mean. You know what I mean? If you're that famous, you know it's going to come on. You know what I mean? It's going to come on top, and probably someone after some money. I don't know. It's like when somebody dies, they'll come out the woodwork. Oh, he touched me, she touched me, but they didn't say anything while they were alive. But who knows? I'm not trying to. But I wouldn't have thought he'd do that. Not with how big he is and the fact he's in the spotlight there. And that's it. Why do that? You can go and pay to have. You could pay to have 5 lovely prostitutes. You know what I mean? You could do whatever you wanted. But, if you fancied a bit of that. Right, let's snuff that out. Find the lid for this. Yeah, mate, I'll show you it, Tucker. In fact, I was just found the bag with my coins and that in, because I've got a few more to put in now. I'll just get that out. Let me find the lid for this. Oh, here it is. Let me roll up quick. What's the time? I've got to ring my prescription as well. What time did she say? 3 o'clock. What's the time now? Anyone got the correct time? What's the correct time? I can't get the time up. I've got to put in for my medication. Yeah, 3 o'clock then. Nice one. Yeah, I've got loads of coins to stick in the book once I've ID'd them. Yeah, it's solid. Letter of authenticity as well. All them coins, them posh ones, gold ones, have got letters with them. Especially with the Queen on it now. Obviously, at the time when I bought that, the Queen was still here. But now she's gone, it obviously whacks a few quid on it. Yeah, I'll just get it. I ain't seen many coins or notes with Charlie on it. Mine, majority of mine, have still got the Queen on. Looks far better than Charlie. It won't be long before Charlie's no longer with us, and it'll be William on it. All change. I found my boxing gloves, guys. Zip it up, Daniel's saying. Right. In fact, it's in here. I don't know why I've come out of that room because... What was that, Daniel? Garcia. Was that Spanish? Aha, here we go, look. Hey, the big bag. Wow. Yeah, majority of them have Charlie on them. Right. Right. Where is... What one's this? This is a Princess Diana coin, man. This is quite a nice one. Quite a nice one. Chat hidden. I've hid the chat. I don't know why. How do I undo that? Sorry, guys. I've hid the chat. I don't know how I'll get that back. Is it that? Oh, I don't know. Anyway. Probably can't see anyone's... Princess Diana coin. I think I've fucking put the chat room into some kind of mad state. We've got the Falklands coin. This is quite a nice one. Never been touched. Anyway, onto the one that I was on about. Where is it though? I'm guessing it's in here. There we go. Right. Well, them ones, they are finished, layered in pure 24 karat fair mined gold. So it's not actually plated, it's gold on the outside, 24 karat. Again, Right, where's the note? Tell you what, it's in here somewhere. Here's my Bitcoin book, look. Oh, here we go. It's probably my favourite. Well, I don't know. Some of them old ones are my favourites. But this is pretty cool, really. There you go, look. Boom. Pure gold. And that is pure gold, man. All of it. How mad's that? You had one of these back in the day, you'd have a fair few quid in your pocket. You got the back of it as well. But yeah. What's the weight? Remind. Anyway. The ones I'm interested in are in that other book. Where's that? Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Some of these, man. These old pennies and shit. Thousands of that. 1898. Anyway. That time I got off here, I think, in a minute and charged the phone up and then did the advent calendar. But yeah, I'll have to have a night doing these coins. And it's my two-tone. So I'm listing all my two-tone records as well. But yeah, I've got loads more coins to put in. Foreign ones. Really, I should have them on display, but I've got too much going on with my records, you know what I mean? But I've got other little mad collections. To be honest with you, that coin collection, my dad sort of started it off. Where's my grinder? Anyway, everyone, I'll be back in a bit. Thank you for joining me.